Hello, welcome. I just wanted to make a little video today because I wanted to make a video about Tarkov. You know that game that I'm constantly playing and have lots of videos on the channel about over there? I just thought we'd go from there, you know? Why not just give you some, let's just give back a little bit. Give you some tips, some tricks, maybe. Definitely not some tricks. And I'll just tell you what works for me. Because as you know, I have countless hours in this game. I adore it. Like I say, multiple videos a day about this game, so clearly I love it so much, is what I would say if I actually had more than 15 uploads on my channel. So, let's just get into it, shall we? Should we just look at some of these things I've got to offer? I've got some marvellous trades, some marvellous items, not for sale, for you to have. So, let's get into that, shall we? Why am I like squidding real bad? Let's do it! Rule number 1. Always get those headshots, buddy. If you don't get headshots, then why are you even playing the game? Look at me, I've even got the protection on right now. That's how serious I'm taking rule number 1. Rule number 2. That's 1 and 1. Baby, that's 2. Roman numerals for 2. Always load in as your... Oh, I'm gonna take a knee real quick. Always load in as your PMC with your best gear. Because realistically, you know, how you meant to get stuff if you're not at your best self? You know what I mean? Always put on the shit that you're gonna want the most. If that makes any sense. It probably doesn't because you're new to this kind of thing. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. That's headgear. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Always take your best shit. So take a day bag, put all of your stuff that you want in your security pouch, is in your medical supplies, because that's the last thing you want to lose. You know what? I'm gonna take a splint, just because I wanna prove a point here. I'm gonna put it in the pocket. That's in my left-hand pocket right there. You might be asking, how do I know it's in my left-hand pocket? It's because it's on the left side of the pockets. Oh look, I haven't got anything to protect my head with. You know why that is? Because I'm a goddamn pro. I don't need the head protection in this game. So let's go, I don't know, Ground Zero. The hardest map. Also, never insure. That kind of just goes for everything in life. If you have a home, you have a car, anything at all, electronics, never insure. It's basically cheating. If you've earned it, you've earned it. Just keep it that way. If someone tries to take it from you, just don't let them. Rule number 3. Always have those headphones on. Something a little bit wild is that when I loaded in, I actually didn't have my headphones on, which was a bit rough. When you've been playing the game for as long as I have, you can... Yeah, we just cut that out the video. So anyway, always have your headphones on, because realistically, how are you going to hear anything if you don't have your headphones on? You don't go on the bus and not wear headphones, because that's what dickheads do. Oh god, yeah, I hate that so much. Anyway, why don't we just cut to some gameplay of all these tips in action, because I mean, it's some pretty damn good gameplay if I do say so myself, you know. Judging by where I am, I'm in a pretty good position for Emicom. Just gonna check this bag. Would you look at that? Already onto the first bag and we've only just got in. Soap. Beautiful. There's a hidden mechanic in Tarkov. There's a hidden mechanic in Tarkov that if you have soap, you can lather yourself up. So when you get into a tight spot, you can just slip right out of there. You can be a slippery son of a gun if you really want to be. Get all soaped up and shit. Just what I needed. All them weapon parts. See, we're already off to a fantastic start. We've only just dropped in. So, I think if we just try and, I don't know, check a box up here maybe, and then we'll see where we're at, and then possibly just run to Emicom straight away. Rule number 4. Always run. You always want to be running. If you ain't running, you ain't getting anything. If you're not hitting a little one of them, how you meant to get to the places you want to get to? You can't just walk there. You're in the middle of a battlefield, for Christ's sakes. I know it's called Escape from Tarkov. You don't walk out to escape somewhere, do you? Will not be there in your game. It might be. Oh, look at that. A grip, which is very cool. Got an Uzi suppressor. That would be nice on my Uzi, which I don't have. Rule number 5. Always look for your extraction. It's actually like a genuine tip, though. Always look for your extraction. It's not an extraction shooter if you aren't extracting now, is it? Let's be real. I think that's all I've got to say to you for the rule number 5. Just always make sure you know where you're going, buddy. Because if you don't know, then how are you going to know where to go? I've got so much good shit, so much stuff that's worth saving, so let's just make our way to Emacom. You might be wondering, how does he know where Emacom is? Well, when you've been playing the game for as long as I have, you can... yeah, at this point we had a little... what I could only describe as a OBS footage corruption moment. This happens from time to time. For those who don't know, OBS is Open Broadcasting Software. It's what you can use to record your screen / gameplay. I don't know why you wouldn't know this, and I don't know why I'm getting into this, but this happened and it corrupted the game file, so I could not show you my extraction, but I did extract. I got an Uzi suppressor, so now that thing is on my Uzi, and it's beautiful is what it is. It's delicious.
I'm ruined. I have nothing left.
This is just a general life one as well. Stay optimistic. If you're not optimistic, the game's already beaten you. Hate to tell you. Which means everyone else has already beaten you too. Let's say you go into a casino and you've got a little one of these, and you say, you know what, I would love to go and put this into a slot machine. So then you go and do it, and then you keep playing it, and then for hours and hours go by, and you've gave away all your little coins. I forgot what the analogy was, but always stay optimistic. Rule number 8. Always play as your scav. The scav is the best character you could possibly use, because you may not be able to play as your PMC for a little bit because of those corruption errors for some reason. Who knows why? Regardless, you might just want to have a little break from your PMC because, you know, corruption errors, and you might not have the items anymore. No, an item. That's very rare that happens these days. I typically know what everything is. If you don't know if anyone's in the same room as you, just hit one of these. People will typically come out the woodwork as soon as they hear that. They'll be screaming, they'll be jumping, they might even be shooting. There's a subconscious thing that if you do that while you're for instance, say you're walking around in a garage. If you hear someone shoot, you're not gonna go, oh, I wonder what that is, then be like top of your game. You're gonna be a little bit scared. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, ooh, somebody shot over there. A healthy person would turn around and walk away. Someone who is probably not going to do too well in that interaction will go and investigate. You know what I mean? It works 70% of the time, all of the time. They'll come to me. Don't worry, I already have this scripted. I'm not making these up as I go. Rule number 9 is always check the corners like this. Always zoom in when you... Always ADS when you're going around a corner. You never know what's going to be there. Always check those corners. You might remember that from everyone's favourite little game called Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That sounded like I was gonna say more to that. You never know what might be around the corner. You might be there. You might find a little toolbox which might not open for you. You might even find some nice items. Or, worst case scenario, you might find an OBS corruption error. And you definitely don't want to find that. That's for sure. This is one of my little fellas just chilling out over here. Also, tip number 10, if you press T, you can check your chamber, and it'll tell you how many rounds you have left. I have fewer than half, which is Tarkov speak for probably 10. There's been like what looks like a battle here. That's another thing you should do when you're playing Tarkov, is always survey areas, because you might just stumble into a battle. So now that we've gotten all these tips out the way, I've shown some of them in action. Why don't we show all of the tips in action? Headgear, eye protection, face protection, good gun, good pistol, really good bag, medical supplies in the safety pouch, which I forgot to mention earlier. We'll load into Ground Zero, the hardest map. Never ensure. I've already told you why. So here we go. Let's just go get it. The objective for this is that we're gonna try and get some good shit. And by good shit, I mean... come on, you know what I mean. Good shit. Right, lovely. Building. I know where we are, so I don't need to do the building check. So we're all fine. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run around. And we're gonna check. See, jumping as I go. Quick turns. That's the last thing you need. So, right, what we got going on over here? So what have we got? Great, got a room. What's this in here? An item. Great. Oh no, that ain't good. So, another quick tip as well is that when you just feel like, you know, when you're feeling a certain way, this is always an option. I typically use this as a last resort, but you can always just hit one of these, and then you don't have to play Tarkov again, and then you don't need the tips anymore. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for... I hope these tips were helpful. I'm just gonna... I guess I'm just gonna... I don't know, I'm just gonna play something else, I guess, and just have a nice time, and... I guess that's that.